The third LEGO Ideas review period for 2019 has just closed. 12 submissions made the grade and hit that 10,000 votes. I'm going to take a look at them and let you know what I think and which one I believe should be made into a LEGO set. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Dan. If you like this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. If you want to catch me live, I stream on Twitch. Head over to twitch.tv/betweenthebricks. So for today's video, like I said in the intro, I'm going to take a look at the 12 submissions that have made the grade in this review period, and I'm going to let you know which one I think should be a LEGO set. So let's take a look. So the first submission is Queen, I Want to Break Free. This is a vignette of a classic music video. It's the part where Freddie Mercury slides through from the kitchen area through to the lounge room area of the house. It's very iconic for people who remember and grew up with Queen. I really like the design of the living room area itself. There's some really nice parts going on in there. Some really nice builds with all the couches and the stairway particularly. Whether it would get made into a set or not, I'm not sure. There would be a lot of hurdles, I imagine, with licensing and whatnot, but we can keep our fingers crossed. Second submission is Seinfeld 30th Anniversary. Again, there's a trend with this, so if we think back to Friends and The Big Bang Theory, both have small vignette scenes that are iconic to those TV shows. This one is the same. There is a small iconic scene and the main characters. I think this one may have a fair chance of hitting the mark. Obviously, LEGO have seen success in those two previous editions of other shows, so why not add a third? And then now we then get on to the ball of collection and having more and more themed things of TV shows, vignettes, yada yada yada. So I think this one here may well have a reasonable chance. Third submission, The Legend of Zelda, the BOTW Stables. I'm not familiar with this game, unfortunately. I do think that this build looks really nice. You can see that there is a building, which I assume is to the stables, and the bust of the horse that comes up from that with the bunting flags. Looks really nice. I'm sure Zelda fans probably appreciate it a heck of a lot more than I do, but I don't know if I would buy this one if it did become a LEGO set. Fourth submission, Planet Express delivery ship from the TV show Futurama. Again, I think this one has some fantastic potential based on the fact that it's a TV show. However, I would like to see some characters come with this. That would be fantastic. Obviously, the ship is probably not minifigure scale, so you would need to have them on a standalone stand, which is fine. So fingers crossed, if this one crosses the line, let's get some minifigures with it too, please. That would be fantastic. The fifth submission is a scene from Ratatouille, Open the Doors, which was a movie by Disney Pixar. I think they've done an absolutely stunning job of capturing the scene. The kitchen build itself is very, very nice. There is a lot of detail going on there. Nothing has been left out. So absolutely iconic. Would look quite nice as a display piece, although maybe slightly odd just as a standalone kitchen. Again, some potential for some new characters and maybe a new rack piece. That would be nice. So yeah, fingers crossed for that one. The sixth submission is the typewriter. I actually quite like the typewriter itself. It's a really nice build. Really iconic. It's represented very, very well. But again, I think this one's probably slightly too niche, unfortunately. The seventh submission, The Legend of Bionicle, celebrating 20 years of LEGO stories. I think this one again is quite niche to the Bionicle line. Again, I don't know whether LEGO actually produce idea sets based on their own concepts, so I'm not sure what sort of chance this one has. If this one did become a LEGO set, I don't think it's one that I'd pick up, unfortunately. The eighth submission is the Huascar. Now, this ship is absolutely stunning. It's I don't know what else to say. It's just stunning. You can see the minifigure there, so the scale of this ship is actually quite large as well. So that would put the price point of this thing probably over the top. I'm not entirely sure, but it would be big. The other thing that I think this ship has going against it is the turret on the front looks to be like a gun turret. So this potentially is a military ship. And we know that LEGO don't particularly touch modern warfare, so I'm thinking that this one probably going to get overlooked based on that factor, which is a real shame because it is a very, very nice looking ship. The 9th submission is the Winter Chalet. I particularly like this model. It's very, very well built. There's a lot going on in here, and I could easily see this model in a display where it's set back slightly from a lake, or yeah, definitely a lake because it's a chalet, right? And then you have the other ideas set, the fishing store set on the lake, and I think they would really complement each other quite nicely. I just love the detailing in here, the wood pile, the door, the whips that they've used above the doors, the shaping around the roof is particularly nice in my opinion. I just really, really love this model. The 10th submission is the Toronto Rocket subway train. Now this one here I think is very specific to Toronto. Obviously it's a specific copy of a specific train. I do like it. I do like trains in general. However, I'm not sure whether this one will get made into an ideas set simply because it is quite specific. If it did become an ideas set, I'd probably get it just in the sense that it's a train. To me it does look a little bit boxy, and I'm not too keen on all of those studs up on top there. So hopefully with a little bit of refinement the shape might get honed a little bit and might make this set a little bit nicer. The 11th submission is Home Alone McAllister's House. I really like this build as well. I like buildings. This as even just a standalone house. Take away the Home Alone bit at the top and have this as a standalone house would look fantastic and be just be a great way to be able to add a decent quality house to a city layout, where you know cities branching out into the suburbs. You know, getting your hands on something like this would just be absolutely fantastic as a builder. So I really like it, even without the Home Alone slice on it. And the 12th and final submission was the Clockwork Aquarium. I quite like this build. It's interesting. It provides something different. When you turn the handle, the fish move, which I think is quite nice. It has that nice little feature to it. The building of the cabinetry itself looks really nice, and I think that this would actually look really good sitting on the mantelpiece or on a shelf. Okay, so there we have the 12 submissions. The one out of the 12, if I had to pick, that I would like to get made into a Lego set would have to be the Winter Chalet. I just really, really love that model. It just captures the building really nicely. There was a whole lot of really nice details to it. And like I said, the first thing that sprung to my mind was having that in combination with the fishing store, where imagine a couple of different chalets on a nice big layout set up in a mountain, lake down here, fishing store. It suggests to me that it would just fit in perfectly with a display without having to mock it or do something completely different. It'd be easy enough to change around the details and the colors of those buildings to make them different enough. Personally, if they were to make the Winter Chalet into a Lego set, I would imagine that it would look better in dark red than potentially sand green, because that's the same color as the fishing store. But that's just my way of thinking. Why don't you guys let me know what you think? Comment below. Which one was your favorite? Which one would you like to see a Lego set? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and that notification bell. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream on Twitch. Head over to twitch.tv/betweenthebricks. Until next time, be safe, keep building, and I'll see you on the next one.